Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review You Gotta Believe. And this is a new Little League Baseball movie from writer Lane Garrison and from director Ty Roberts, who previously did 12 Mighty Orphans, that previous sports movie starring Luke Wilson, and this focuses on a group of ragtag crew of misfits who are trying to get to the Little League World Series and do it in the name of their dying coach slash the father of one of the players, played by Luke Wilson, and Greg Kinnear, the other coach, who's kind of only been half there when trying to support the team, really has to step up and lead this team into the best times of their lives as baseball players. And this film certainly hits a lot of the expected beats and tropes that you would see in films like this. You can definitely tell this is like the inoffensive and a bit of faith-based version of the Bad News Bears. Like, these kids aren't throwing racial slurs or the F word and beating each other up at any given moment, but it's still that, they're not the greatest. And, they have the moments of them finally learning how to click. There's some other tropes, like there's this former baseball pitcher, this black man who lives in town, who winds up being this wise coach to the young pitcher on the team. You see a lot of these kinds of tropes and cliches that you would see in films like this. So this film isn't particularly fresh in terms of story or plot or narrative, how it's being told. It has some flares here and there from Robert's direction, including a whole sequence with the song Rawhide, which was the most interesting sequence in the whole entire film, which I thought was a fun montage way of showing them progressing through their season and getting to the Little League World Series. I think this film has the emotional weight, and you have that idea of this man, Bobby, slowly dying from terminal cancer. And this film really has some of those big emotional moments. It has some of like those big, I'm watching a movie type moments and stuff like that, that it's like a little melodramatic or might take you out of the film a bit. But there's an earnestness to this story, and Roberts does a good job of making us connect and care about this team and the coaches and even their wives. I think the anchoring elements of this film are Luke Wilson, who is such like a genuinely likable actor on screen. You feel for him. Greg Kinnear is such a talented character actor who really steps up here and is the anchor to this film. And even Molly Parker and to some level Sarah Gadon, who play the wives, get scenes for themselves. And Molly Parker really stands out here in terms of like a really impactful element to the story and keeping her man, Greg Kinnear, motivated in this film. And it has those beats that it's like they win because of some technicality, or they get on because they luck out a win. You have those elements. You know how this film's going to go. Beat for beat, you could probably predict it. But it's one of those films that has a good heart, has a good soul, has little dashes of faith thrown in there, which you can't say about most faith-based films today, where it's all about message and everything about the filmmaking is secondary or lower in terms of priority. Here, the story and the characters and the actors and the filmmaking is first, and then the message is there to go along with it, and how they utilize it is impactful and meaningful. And in the end, this is a sweet film that is a nice little watch. But those are my thoughts on You Gotta Believe. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.